Hi, hello, welcome to Sudoku Pro. This is a five-star puzzle, a little harder one. Let's get started. Let's see how to solve this puzzle. To start with, um, let me start with this one. There is a one here and a one here. So we have a one in this cell. So that leaves with only two empty cells in this column. So the missing numbers are 8 and 6. Since there is a 6 blocking here, this takes an 8 and this takes 6. Then moving around, we have a 3 here and a 3 blocking here and a 3 here. So this cell takes 3. There is a 7 here, it blocks here, and there is a 7 from here blocking. So this cell takes 7. So that leaves this block with only two empty cells. The missing numbers are 6 and 8. So this becomes a 6-8 pair. Moving up here, okay, let's go here. We have 5 blocking here and there is a 5 blocking from here. So this cell takes 5. So that leaves only two empty cells in this block. Fine. So the missing numbers are 6 and 9. Now coming down here, okay, so basically there are 3 empty cells and the missing numbers are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 2, 8 and 9. So we have 2 blocking here. So this cell takes 8 and 9. And these two cells, so here we have 8 blocking. So out of 2, 8, 9, this cell will take 2 and 9. So this becomes a 2, 9. And this cell, let's note down 2, 8, 9. That means these three cells take a triplet. 2, 8, 9, 8, 9, 2, 8, 9, 2, 9 and 8, 9 triplet actually. Fine, now that we have completed the middle section, now let's handle other cells block by block. This is a harder puzzle, so regular systematic checking of numbers will not help much here. So here, let us handle section by section, I mean the empty cells section by section. So here, if you take, there are two 8s. So these 8 block here and that 8 blocks here. So these two empty cells can take 8. There is 8 blocking here. So this cell takes 8. So that gives us two 8-3 pairs blocking the entire two columns. So in this block, we can have 8-3 only in these 3 cells. Here you can see a 3. That means the cell cannot take 8-3 pair. It can take only a 8. And these two cells can take 8-3 pair. So let us mark it with 8-3 pair. And if you analyze these cells, this cell might have very less number of numbers, very few numbers, but we have these block and here a lot of numbers. So if you analyze this cell cannot take 1, it cannot have 1, it cannot have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. So basically the numbers it can have is See, there is 1 here, so this cell can take a 2. Uh, it cannot take a 3, no 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. It can take only a 9. So for a harder puzzle, this kind of observation definitely works. So here if you see, this cell also um, cannot take a 1. 1 is here. So it takes a 2, 3 here, 4 is there, 5, 6, 7 and 8 from here and here. So 9 is not there anywhere. So it takes 9, 2, 9. So we actually have a 2, 9, 2, 9 pair. These two cells cannot take any other numbers other than 2, 9, 2, 9. So this is going to help us a lot in solving this entire puzzle. And now if you see, this 8, 3, 8, 3 has become a complementary pair. So this 8 actually cancels out the 8 here. So let's cancel this 8. And now we have only 2 empty cells missing in this block. The missing numbers are 1 and 6. So let's mark it with 1 and 6. So now when there is a complementary pair 1, 6, 1, 6, that eliminates the 6 from here. So this 6 gets cancelled out. So because of this, this becomes a 6. This 8 gets cancelled out and this becomes a 6. And here this 8 cancels out this 8. So this becomes a 9. So that cancels out 9 here in these two cells. This 9 gets cancelled, this 9 gets cancelled. So because this cell becomes a 2, so this 2 gets cancelled out. And this 9 cancels out the 9 here. So this becomes a 9 now. So let's start filling numbers in other blocks. So this 5 blocking here and this 5 blocking here, and we have a 5 here. So this cell takes 5. 4 blocking here, and there is a 4 blocking here, and there is a 4 here. So the cell takes 4. This 9 blocks this row, and there is a 9 blocking here. So this cell takes 9. So there are 3 empty cells now. The missing numbers are 1, 3 and 8. Right, so there is a 1 here. So this takes 3, 8. This cell takes 3, 8. And these two cells have the possibility of 1, 3 and 8. Now let us just mark it down. So this becomes a triplet again, 3, 8, 1, 3, 8. Basically writing such numbers actually helps us to solve the puzzle better. So it's better to write like that. Fine, moving here. We have a 6 blocking here and a 6 blocking here and a 6 here. So this cell takes a 6. There's a 8 blocking here and a 8 blocking here. So this cell takes 8. Um, 7 is blocking here, and there is a 7 blocking from there. So this cell takes 7. Fine, again, so this leaves only, I mean, three cells, there are only three empty cells in this block now. The missing numbers are 1, 2, and 9. 1, 2, and 9. So already we have a 1, 2 in this row. So this cell takes 9. So now the missing numbers are 1 and 2. So there is a 2 here. So this becomes 1 and this becomes a 2. Okay, moving to this block now. We have a 5 blocking here and a 5 blocking here. So this becomes 5. We have a 9 blocking here and a 9 blocking here and a 9 from here. So this cell takes 9. This cell takes 9. Fine. Moving ahead, coming to this block. We have 6 blocking here and 6 blocking here. This cell takes 6. We have a 5 blocking here and a 5 blocking from there. So this cell takes 5. There is a 7 blocking from here. There's a 7 here and 7. So this cell takes 7. Fine. So if you consider this row, there is only one empty cell and the missing number is 9. Fine. There are two empty cells here. The missing numbers are 1, 2, 1, 2. So let's mark it with 1, 2, 1, 2 pair. Moving up here, we can see this row having 3 empty cells and the missing numbers are 2, 4 and 9. Fine. If you see here, you have a 4. So that means this cell will take 2, 9. Coming here, this cell let's mark with 2, 4, 9. And coming here, again this cell also. Yes, here we have a 9. So let's that cancel out 9. So let's mark it with 2, 4. So this becomes a 2, 4, 2, 9, 2, 4, 9 triplet. Now coming to this row, again there are 3 cells missing and the missing 3 cells are actually empty and the missing numbers are 1, 1, 2 and 3 are missing. So if you take, there is a 3 here, so let's fill the cell with 1, 2. Moving here, there is a 2 here, so let's fill this with 1, 3. Here we have to take 1, 2, 3 here. Moving up to this row, again there are 3 empty cells and the missing numbers are 1, 4 and 6. Fine. So there is a 4 here, so this will take a 1, 6. Here, okay, we have to take 1, 4, 6 here. And here we have a 6 here. So let's write 1, 4 here. Fine, now we have almost filled the cells with numbers. As long as it is complementary pairs and triplets, it's okay. Let us not write more than these numbers. It will make the puzzle very messy and not interesting. Okay. Fine. Let me erase this out. Now, if you see, you have fine, here there is a 6 covering up, so this will not be a 1 4 6. This will be 1 4. Now, if we see this 1 4 1 4 cancels out 1 here, so this becomes a 6, which in turn cancels out the 6 here, and this 1 gets cancelled. So this 1 cancels out the 1 here. This becomes a 2. So this 2 gets cancelled out. This becomes a 1. This 1 cancels out the 1 here. So this becomes a 4. That makes this cell 1. And so that cancels out 1 in these two cells actually. So this 1 gets cancelled and the 1 here also gets cancelled. And we have 8 here, so that 8 cancels out this 8 here. That means this cell takes a 3, which cancels out the 3 here and here. So there is no 3 here and there is no 3 here. Eventually this 8 also gets cancelled out. So this becomes a 1 and a 3. So this 3 gets cancelled. I know this will be a bit difficult for you to follow, but then what you have to understand is only that all the complementary pairs and triplets are getting cancelled out and we are heading towards a solution. Fine. Now, what are we missing? We have 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, this 2 actually cancels out the 2 here. This becomes a 9, and so this 9 gets cancelled. We have 2, 4, 2, 4 here. And we have a 9 here, which actually cancels out the 9 here. This 9 gets cancelled, and this 2 gets cancelled. This 2 cancels out the 2 here. So this 1 cancels out the 1 here. And this 3 cancels out the 3 here. Fine, this 2 cancels out the 2 here. And this 4 gets cancelled. And we have solved the puzzle. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and share it with a person who loves solving Sudoku. Thank you.